I forgot to turn the volume up on it, didn't I? So that's okay. We're going to just start right on back over here. Let's see what's happening. This Just So You Know moment is brought to you by Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean and Jackson Dean Investments. Just so you know, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer, says, I inspire, empower, and coach others to be the best version of themselves. Welcome to Just So You Know moments with a twist. I'm your host, Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean, and I just want to say thank you so much for those who joined me last night through our technical difficulty. The internet just didn't want me to be great, but guess what? I can, I will, and I shall be great with or without the internet. And so thank you even more. I appreciate you even more for coming back tonight and joining me again so we can do this rebroadcast all over again. Disclaimer, if anything should happen, computer falls down off the table, I fall out the chair, we're going to technical difficulties, we're going to just keep rolling through this bad boy just like nothing ever happened, okay? So, for the last 2 weeks, just so you know, we've been working on the topic of the pain of. So we began our discussion on a 3-part series on the pain of starting with being led by your emotions. We then went from there to the pain of rejection. So while we wait on everybody, and I believe we have several people online, let me say hello to Sheldon, Chrissy, Michael, Alexander, Michelle, Damien, Elliot, hey Elliot, Anita, and Sharonda. Hello to all of you. Let's start by doing a recap on last week. So on the last couple weeks, we were doing the pain of being led by your emotions. Emotions are big drivers in our emotion and can often lead to our downfall. Emotion affects the psychological and the physical state. So what that means, it affects your mind and it also affects your body. You can see it with everything that you're going through. Just so you know. Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer, says, in most cases, your emotions dictate your emotions. Your emotions dictate your emotions. Your emotions dictate your emotions. And what I mean by that, your thoughts and your feelings will eventually lead to the decisions that you make. As for rejection, I say unto you tonight, every rejection is not bad. Sometimes a rejection is a redirection to something better. Sometimes rejection forces you to see what you can do and accomplish alone. In some cases, you can do more on your own than you can with other people. So don't take rejection as being bad, because the people that are supposed to be with you are going to be with you. They're going to come. All right? The name of this week's series is The Pain of Denying Yourself, deactivating the you-ness in you and activating the greatness in you. Here on the Just So You Know moment with a twist, we aim to detect and correct. Detect and correct. That's our aim. So let's go. Tonight we're going to begin our discussion on the pain of denying yourself. June is National Safety and Children Awareness Month. I know yesterday was Juneteenth, and like I said, this is a rebroadcast from last night, so I'm going to say it again. Juneteenth, June 19th, is a big and well-known historical fact, Black history fact. On today, June 19th, in 1865, the Union soldiers, led by Major General Gordon Granger, landed in Galveston, Texas, with the news that the war had ended and that the enslaved were now free. The only problem with that was the news came 2.5 years after. 2.5 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which became official on January the 1st, 1863. So on that note, be careful of people that tend to attempt to keep you in bondage and oppress you for their benefit and for their convenience. Be aware of them. So, we all have a purpose. We all are here because God has placed something in us to provide to the world. We are here to deliver something that is needed by someone or some situation. You are obligated. Obligated means you have to deliver what it is inside of you. What's inside of you is innate. It's inherited. And what this means is, and I know y'all get tired of me saying this, but regardless of whether you're tired of it or not, what I'm saying is true. What is yours is yours. What's yours is yours. Hello, Sonia Lowe, how are you? And no one can take what's yours. They may do what you do. They may say what you say. But it's what's inside of you that makes what you say and what you do so special. So no one can take what's yours. It's yours only. This is why when you hear me say, just so you know, Dr. Jackson Dean, the pen slayer says, often imitated, but never duplicated. I mean that. And like in my Nene Link's voice, I said what I said. I just had to say that, y'all. It was funny when she said, I can't do it like she said it, but it's still the same. I said what I said, often imitated, never duplicated. Nobody can duplicate what you do because what you do and what you say is yours only. It's your own personal twist, your own personal snap or whatever on it. Nobody can duplicate what you do, no matter how hard they do. So don't worry about that. Your purpose is identified and attached to you only. Everyone is created with a gift, and you owe this world an opportunity to see just exactly what your gift is. Whatever you are destined to be is already in you. All our gifts have value because God does not make junk. It's just when we decide to do what we want to do out of the will of our gift is when we create junk. That's how the junk gets started. Not from the purpose or the gift that God has already placed in you. If you're following with that, you won't create junk because God does not create junk. Purpose determines and produces your gift. So now that we know what the result is, we all have purpose and we all have a gift inside of us. Let's talk about how do we get through what's actually going on to get to the result. So I want you all to think about this. What do you think that your gift is? What is it? Have you ever given it any thought as to just what your gift is? Have you focused on it and meditated to find out what it is about you that's special, that's purposeful for your life? Have you just sit down and really given it some consideration so that you can figure out what it is about you that's your gift? I don't want to generalize anybody or any population or any group of people, but a lot of us, several of us, even many of us, are in the current state of thinking, is this it? Is this all life has to offer me? So how many of y'all are thinking that? Come on, let me hear you. So don't y'all leave me out here by myself, making me feel like I'm the only one out here that's ever thought, is this all to my life? Or is there more to it? What else could I do? Hey, Mika. Huh? So I want y'all to know there is more to your life than what you're doing. Let me assure you. There is more. There is more. So I want to challenge you all to go and get what it is that's your purpose, what it is that's your gift. I want to challenge you to go and get it. So I know you're probably asking, go get it. What is it? To refine and enrich your purpose. That's what it is. There's a lot of things that will find you in this life, but greatness won't be one of them. You have to go out and you have to find greatness. You had to get up and look for greatness. You had to go and be about greatness in order for to be great. And if you're faced with fears while you're on that journey, guess what? You're pointed in the right direction on that journey. Because to be great, it does not come with ease. It comes with sweat equity. That means work, just in case you didn't know what sweat equity is. So I want to read you something from my book here, Level Up Through Mindfulness by Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean. Just a little excerpt here. It says, what do you see when you visualize yourself? Give yourself an honest evaluation. Look into your eyes. What do you see when you look in your own eyes? How do you feel when you look in your own eyes? What feeling comes across you? So now I want you to tell me, while you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're looking at your own eyes, how do you feel? How is your breathing? So is your breathing now increased? Or did your breathing decrease? Or did it stay the same? Now, what would you like to say to yourself as you look at yourself in the mirror? As you see yourself looking in your own eyes, what is it that you would like to say to yourself? Consider this sometime. Do a self-evaluation, a self-assessment of yourself. Look yourself in the eye and see, do you like what you're looking at? So, believers need not to be slaves to fear. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, for God gave us the spirit, not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Power, love, and self-control. Psalms 56:3-4 says, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you, in God, whose word I praise. In God I trust. I shall not be afraid. What can flesh do to me? And what that means is, what can another man, another person do to me? And I'm here to tell you that yes, there is more. I'm here to inspire you to move past your state of uniqueness, to deactivate your old limiting thoughts of lack. So what is lack? Lack is thinking that you're not good, thinking that everyone's better, thinking that everything that you have, everybody else has something better than you, thinking that you can't move further than where you are today, thinking that I'm always going to be in this same situation that there's no hope for me. That's a spirit of lack. That's a mentality of lack. And my purpose today is to empower you to activate your greatness. Are you satisfied with the trajectory of your life? Are you not currently satisfied with your life trajectory? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Keep rolling right on. How about that? Are there some areas that you would like to improve? Start by asking yourself, where am I? Where am I currently am? What is my current state of being? What is my current state of mind? Where do I want to go in life, or what do I want to do with my life? Those are some important questions to ask yourself. And the most important and realistic question to ask yourself is, what would change my life for the better? What would change my life for the better? And I know all of us are gonna say, if I had the winning numbers to the Mega Millions, that would be a life changer. Yes, it would. But I've also heard rich people say, having money doesn't make you happy. And my response to them is, let me find out on my own.